How's it going, everybody? First time trying to make a YouTube video here with my lovely girlfriend Jenny filming. So let's give kudos to her. And I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna talk about, but it's a lovely day, so we'll see what comes to me. I share a lot on social media. I speak out a lot about a lot of different topics that they're all kind of related to the same idea of using your voice and speaking authentically and living intentionally. And I guess it's moments like these, like walking out in nature where it's pretty quiet with someone I love that like are really like what it's about. Like at the end of the day, it's these moments that matter most. So, but there's this strange pull between having more moments like this and still remaining relevant online, still wanting to be heard, still wanting to be seen, still wanting to make a difference. And it creates kind of an interesting conflict and ongoing thing, because how do I just enjoy moments like this without turning it into an opportunity for exposure, as I'm doing right now? And I think there is a balance between that, but I'll say this is just going to be a small part of our walk today, so there'll still be plenty of time to enjoy otherwise. So yeah, it makes me wonder, like, when we post online, when we communicate, when we share things like this, what is it that we're actually going for? And I think it remains connection. Like at the end of the day, that's what we're all seeking when we post videos like this, when we share moments of our lives, when we share opinions, even when we share disagreements. We're all trying to understand each other and connect and better relate, because the truth is, like, without other people, life kind of doesn't have a whole lot of meaning. Like, if you just accumulate and achieve and accomplish, like, if there's no one to share it with, if there's no one to like connect with, what's the point? Like, what really, at the end of the day, what's the point? Like, I love being by myself as much as anyone else, but so yeah, I guess why click on this video? Why did you decide to click on this video? Maybe you follow me on Threads and you've been interested in the things I have to say. Maybe you just saw this video and we're bored and scrolling, looking for something, right? We're always looking for something. I think that's part of it. And like we're never fully satisfied. Like the way things are structured, we just get the surface level of things. We get a snapshot. We get under 500 words to try and express an idea. We get a second, 3 seconds to get engagement, to get people to hear the rest of our message. And it creates a culture where, like, we already were so focused on image, and now we literally have to focus on the image, because otherwise people won't even take the time to listen to what we have to say or try to understand if we don't hook their attention. And I think that just creates a sense of shallowness, because we keep getting these short hits of intensity and reward without the actual connection, without the time spent getting to know the person, understanding the idea, integrating it, digesting it. Like, and this just permeates our culture everywhere, where we, like, some people may maybe make a video like this. They may just go out just to make the video, right? Not to actually experience the walk or connect with anyone else. It may just be for the purpose of the video. And, that's kind of a strange place when we've decided the appearance is more important than what we're actually experiencing. Like, if it looks good on a screen, then that's more of an accomplishment than if it feels good in life. And I think that's a trap a lot of us have fallen into. And I think that kind of speaks to all the problems we see, because we don't take the time to look beyond the surface at ourselves, at others. We don't ask, like, what's going to actually fulfill me, or what need am I trying to meet, or what's missing. Anyways, I guess maybe you clicked on this video because you wanted to learn more about me or see who the person is behind the words, especially because I express myself primarily through written word. You don't get to see me. You don't get to see my facial expressions or hear my tone or my body language. Um, and I find it's obviously a much different experience when you can actually see the person talking, and even more so when you're in person with them. But I think we all want to know each other more and be known. And I think we're all curious, like, especially when people present ideas that catch our attention and maybe help us see things that we didn't see before. It creates a sort of curiosity and hesitance. Like, I feel what they're saying makes sense or is true, but also, where is this coming from? Like, can I trust them? Are they even a real person? Like, there's concern now whether or not, it's AI or bots or whatever. Like, people that can't even trust any longer if people they're engaging with online are actual people. And I mean, the truth is, I've never been able to trust people in real life if the people are actually who they say they are. In fact, most people, my experience has been, are very different than who they say they are or how they present themselves. And even they seem to be unaware of this. It's like there's this really serious divide between who we think we are, what we think, and who we actually are and how we actually live. So why should you listen to me? I don't know. You don't have to if you don't want to. Um, There's plenty of other voices out there. And of course, ultimately, I believe we should all listen to our own voice. A lot of us have lost touch with it, unfortunately. I can tell you that what I share and speak is from my lived experience. It's been put on trial and error, it's been tested. And even that, I still consider as just my best guess. Like, I'm aware that I can't know everything about everything, even if I'd like to. So I try to approach things with getting as close as I can to what seems to be true while leaving room for new ideas and opportunities. So why listen to me? Why not? I mean, it's worth hearing a different perspective. Uh, Maybe you'll find something you resonate with, or maybe you'll find something that you'd like to bring to my attention. I enjoy having discussions and talking about new ideas. One thing that I've always found interesting is I love good dialogue and debate and conversation when it's like respectful, when it's aimed at understanding. It becomes almost playful. It's like a game. It's almost like a work of art, honestly, when you get in the flow of dialogue, because ideas come and build upon each other, and you start with like an initial idea or framing, and then each person adds their layers of meaning and experience, and this evolves into something so much greater. I've noticed some of my most insightful moments and best ideas have come as a result of dialogue with others, because I truly believe that when we are in an open space and connect in that way, we create like a container for consciousness to expand, like both our consciousnesses. So instead of just being a self-contained system, it's as if temporarily we open up like a larger bubble where our consciousness can interact and resonate and generate an even larger field of meaning. And I think this is similar to what we see in like AI. It works similarly. Like, they, when I've tried to understand how AI works, it's been relayed to me that it's kind of like seeing everything all at once. So it's a moment of insight. They see the pattern like across an incomprehensible amount of data. It's almost like seeing a shape form that's like all the points connect, but all at once. And I think that they have that access to it. But even still, then with our input, because AI is programmed to be so open, and receptive, it creates a sort of like chamber that we go back and forth expanding on our own ideas. It creates like an expansion of consciousness in a way. Anyways, I just think that's interesting. So I've been sharing lately on the idea of how we fill space and how we fill feeds on social media and how we fill every moment of our lives, it would seem. It's almost as if you have free time or time to do nothing, you're instantly, someone is suspicious of you. Like you're doing something wrong, or something's not right. If you have free time, if you have time, literally, if you have nothing planned to do, people don't like it. And a lot of us don't like it either ourselves when we have that free time. I know for me, like sometimes I'll get an unexpected block of time, something opens up, and I'll be like, what am I supposed to be doing? What should I be doing? Like, I always need to be doing something, right? Because if I'm not, and I'm still struggling, then I can't ask for help, because they'll say, well, what did you do with that 15 minutes free that you could have obviously earned $10,000 in, or whatever it is, and that's kind of the culture we've set up, this really impossible standard and expectation of ourselves and each other. Because the truth is, we're not machines, and we were never meant to just constantly do. Like, we're biological beings. We require rest. We also are spiritual beings, and we require like sustenance of our spirit and of our minds and of our emotions. And this culture we live in has just commodified everything, and it's really stripped humanity of humanity in a lot of ways. And it's a shame, because like spaces like this, places like this, times like this can be so restorative and nurturing, and it's so hard to make them happen. Sometimes because we literally don't have the time, sometimes because we're so burnt out from everything else in life, it actually feels like it would take way too much effort to get outside and go for a walk. And meanwhile, the culture's telling us we're still not enough. We're still not doing it right. We're still like lazy. We're still like no matter what. And I think once I realized that like the system is set up to deplete me. The system is rigged. It's designed to make sure we fail and feel like failures. The system takes systemic problems and individualizes them to keep people stuck and trapped in shame and in striving, always giving more while being given less. And it's easy to see. I mean, I really don't have to convince you. Just look at how the wealth is distributed. Obvious. If the top 1% have 90% of the wealth in the country, something like that, obviously we have an exploitative extraction system going on. And even more obvious than that is how many of you all feel burnt out, more burnt out every day? How many of you feel like prices keep going up and wages aren't keeping up? You can barely afford things. Like, this isn't working. And I don't know all the ways we can change this or fix this. I don't know the answers, but I do believe that it starts with us getting really clear about what's happening. And I think it starts with us getting really clear about how backwards so much of our world is. How this is considered wasting time. How this is considered a resource that we could somehow extract and literally destroy to make profit. Profit for what? If there's no fucking earth left, if there's no people left, just people burnt out, and so this profit for what? And that's the problem. Like, money has become its own thing. It doesn't even mean anything anymore. It's literally people make money to make more money. And then they invest their money in these systems of money that make money from people going into debt. They somehow take net loss, and transform it into this mysterious, oh, actually it's a profit. No, We built an entire system on lies and illusions and extraction. Like, why should you make more money because you have money? You're not providing value to anyone. You're taking value by hoarding that money and by somehow extracting money from people who are already like short of money and can't even support themselves. It's so backwards. And it makes me really angry because these people are fucking cowards. Like, they're fucking cowards. They won't even play fair. They won't even go toe to toe. They set up the system so that it is almost impossible to make it ahead. So, and then they act like, oh, I did it all on my own. I pulled myself up by the bootstraps. I worked hard and earned it. No, you didn't. You fucking lied. You exploited. You like took advantage of other people, and you continue to do so to this day. And then tell yourself a lie that you're better than people. But you already believed you were better than everyone else, because how else would you accumulate so much at the expense of so many people? And it's infuriating because we literally have the most maladapted, most uncaring, most unqualified humans that have no idea about what most people live every single day, somehow controlling and calling the shots. And the greatest irony of all, I don't know if they're too stupid or too scared to realize that the way they're running things, they're gonna fall too. The only difference is, let's say we're on a planet where the oxygen's running out. Sure, they have the most money, they can get the most oxygen. The only difference is they're gonna live the longest. That's it. And then they're gonna die and fail, and everything's gonna collapse around them regardless. So to me, it's insanity. It's insanity that these people are in charge. It's insanity the way we run our system. All right. So the point is, let's stop giving power to the wrong people. Okay? I think we can all agree on that. I'm not saying who the right person is, so let's not get sidetracked. The point is, what's happening right now isn't working, and the power is in the wrong hands. I don't care which party it is, because that doesn't even matter. That's just a distraction. And that's the point. Like, I want people to start thinking beyond these limited, myopic views, because they're part of what keep us stuck and trapped, is we have tied our identities to things that don't matter. They don't matter at the end of the day, because here's the thing, even if those identities prove true, and you were with a certain party, and then a certain candidate got elected, then in theory, that candidate would make your beliefs and what you voted for happen or come true, right? But they don't, on either side. They don't. So let's just call it what it is. It's all a big sham. It's all a big distraction. It's all a tool to keep us fighting with each other instead of actually focused on solution. And the only way we're going to solve this thing is recognizing, literally, we're all in this together. Like, there's nowhere else we can go. I mean, sure, you can go to a different country, but like, everything's so connected at this point. We all impact each other. It's undeniable. And it doesn't work if one person loses and one person wins anymore. Just like in a relationship, that's the point. Like, a relationship should be between two equals. It should be that the relationship is prioritized above the individuals in such a way that both individuals are still respected and mutually benefit. That should be the system, not what we currently have is one person benefits at the expense of another. So you notice there's no actual value created. The only thing that happens, one person goes down, and now this person feels like they're up. No new value, no new generation. Whereas in an actual collaborative and mutual relationship, both people go up, both people go down. So there's incentive for both people to support each other, and ultimately that actually generates value. It generates something that wasn't there before. And that's why our system's failing, because we're running off this grade school one-upmanship, which actually is more like just putting someone down, to feel better. And then we're wondering why everything is falling apart and why people are so unhappy. So I hope that you hear, if anything, that what really matters is us like putting aside some of our superficial differences and recognizing like we figure this out together or we all lose, because if one side wins, both sides lose. That's both sides have value. Like, and the truth is we're human, meaning we possess all the traits and all the things and all the possibilities. We're nobody is one or the just one or the other. So maybe that's where I want to leave this, just saying like this is me in a nice natural setting that I enjoy going in with someone I love encouraging me, which is awesome. It's really nice to have someone see you and support you, and I try to do the same for her. And I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the walk with her, and I hope you've enjoyed getting to know me a little bit more, and hopefully more videos coming soon.